I've been carrying around heavy metal for about a year now, so I picked a few things up along the way. So we're going to go down to the table and I'm going to share with you a few ideas I have and a really great way of closing the heavy metal and just a few extra tips. So let's head down to the table now and we'll take a look at those. Okay, so now that we're at the table, we have a brand new unit here, and we're going to go through how you can actually close this with just 2 fingers. So what you're going to need to do is take your unit and open it up. And the first few times you do this, of course, it's going to be a lot harder to open. The more you do it, the easier it is. But this time what you're going to do is you're going to do it all the way until you feel it loosen, right? I can feel it right there. This loosens right here. You'll know what I mean. And then you take it apart. Now, you don't ever want to flip this like this, because if you try to put it back together, it can bend your gimmick, or it's going to make it so it doesn't close properly. So take a little marker and go here and here, so that way you know top is top. So the secret to this is the WD-40 Precision Pen. So you're going to take this, get them on Amazon, Walmart, Target, anywhere you want. They're pretty much there, hardware store, and you apply it. I apply it here like this, I press, and then I go up. And then I apply here like this, I press, I go up. And then I don't press on these, but I do get those a little bit. And you only have to do that maybe one more time a few days later, and then eventually it'll be perfect. So we have this here, and we're going to undo our screw here, right? And you're going to hear a click with this. The case around it will make the click go away a little bit, but the click eventually will go away. But what you'll see is I can close it just like that. And with yours and mine, you can see that there's a little, all that is the WD-40 seeping through a little bit, but that will go away when it dries. So get some of this and you can start doing it with 2 fingers. The one I have in my car that I've had for about a year now is seamless. The other thing I want to go over is a couple presentations. One of them is this little SIM card thing. Get them on Amazon. You talk about Apple Care and Apple Protection and how they lock your phone. They do it with the AirPods, and then they turn them into literal metal. But have fun with your presentations. So these are fun to use. You can use the whole plastic piece or just the metal piece. But more importantly is the toothpick. I had a lot of fun with this over the past year. And basically what you want to do is you want to open up your gimmick and get it ready. That's more than enough, right? And then go like that. With this screw, don't ever go too much out. You'll feel when it starts to have a little torque. That means you're going too far, but always make sure you do it to where whatever. So now we're going to put this through, put this in like this, and you're going to bring these out and you're going to talk about cleaning the AirPods and how it's important to make sure you clean the AirPods so you can always hear, you can open it up. That's a nice little subtlety from the front there. Joao and Julio switch their AirPods in. I've never done that. And I think for the routine that they're doing with the music, it's beautiful and it's a must. But for mine, I just bring these out in their AirPods because these are AirPods. There's nothing else that these would be. So if we get this out of the way, there's 2 awesome moments with this. You do the edges and then you come to the middle there like this and you let it stick there, and then we're going to look in the mirror there, and then you act like you're pushing it through. You say, look, you push it right through. And it's just that illusion. You're not really pushing it through, and then you reveal, no, I'm just kidding. It's just stuck there. But no, really, if we want to push it through, and then you hold it like this, and then you really push it through, and then you pick it up, and then you go like that. And you can show it this way. Don't worry about flashing that. When these first came in, I was like, Joao, we have to fix this. And he's like, don't worry about it. Nobody notices. And they don't, because I was worried they would see the AirPods. Doesn't matter. So you bring it through and you get this, like, really just, you can see how it's like kind of floating in there. I love that. Bring it out and then you close it, and you can see there already that the click is going away. And then you can dump it out like this in their hand. Or there's another way of doing it, which kind of borrows the idea from Peter Nardi, where you have the light heavy and you're holding it and release it. Well, this is heavy, so it's not going to work that way. But what you do is you put it in their hand and you come underneath with your hand, kind of like, these are expensive, so you don't want to, have them drop it. So you put it in their hand with one hand and you're coming in with the other hand, and you're going to use this part of your hand and kind of release right here. So it goes like this. And as you say, you can feel them getting heavier. and they'll feel them. As long as you put them right here in your hand and you're holding up there like that, they'll feel them getting heavy. And all you're doing that in the action of taking your hand away. So it's like this illusion that like your hand was never there, that kind of thing. But boy, the reaction is beautiful with that when it hits. It's just so nice. So those are my thoughts. If you have any questions or want to share your presentation ideas, reach out to me on Instagram. I would love to hear them. And again, thank you guys for picking this up. This is such an honor to have made, and more importantly, an honor that you guys have it now. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.